think he can make every throw. I think that's one of the things that I've just seen jump off the tape. He makes every throw. He completes 70% of his passes. He's incredibly accurate. Um, to your point, I agree. He holds onto the ball too long. He takes unnecessary sacks. Yes, I can attribute some of that to him having an terrible offensive line at Colorado. I can also attribute that to him just trying to do too much with the ball, which happens very often in the college ranks. Of course, that also happens in the NFL, and usually guys don't live very long if they're going to continue to take hits quite that much. Talk to Caleb Williams after his record-breaking number of sacks last year as a rookie as a prime example of what can happen when you hold on to the ball too long. One thing about Shedeur Sanders that I find very interesting, I mean, you guys are talking, I think, slightly unrealistic with the number of teams that are currently looking for a quarterback. I mean, yes, if he gets past the Saints at 9, it could be a longer wait for him to say Pittsburgh at 21 or, the Rams, if the Rams, I believe, at 25, who could be sitting there. Like, yes, he could fall to those spots, but more than likely, I think the Saints make a lot of sense for him at 9. And one of the things that I kind of like about this is, I could see Shedeur having a Drew Brees-esque kind of, maybe not obviously to Hall of Fame levels, but in terms of just his playing style of just, hey, if you're in the right offensive system of see throw, make throw, of not being asked to do a lot in the backfield, not being asked to, orchestrate an offense from start to finish, but basically being just told to make your throws. We just watched Sean Payton do what he did with Drew Brees with Bo Nix in year 1. Essentially a similar type of player that I would kind of compare these two guys at, who the athleticism's not overwhelming. It's not crazy, but you know what? They make every throw and they look like a guy who looks like an NFL quarterback. So I think 9 to the Saints makes a lot of sense to me, but I don't expect him to fall past 21 to Pittsburgh here. If you want Shedeur Sanders and he falls past the Saints, expect to have to move up to go grab him, because I just don't expect him to fall past 21.